How we doing, meteorologist Steve Fundero here. We've got a preempted newscast at 6 because of the Kentucky Derby that's over on NBC, but we've got a lot of weather going on this weekend, so we've got to get you updated here this afternoon. It's still nice out there, but clouds are thickening up, and we're going to see some showers increase for our Saturday evening, taking us into Mother's Day because we've got this big area of low pressure to deal with. It's going to be a big driving factor of the weather for the next several days, through tonight, through Mother's Day, and into the work week. Big area low pressure blows off offshore, boosts a northeast breeze, keeps the clouds around, and it's going to be a pesky, almost annoying breeze into Mother's Day. Keeps the showers around tonight into Sunday, and also is going to elevate those tides for several high tide cycles, not just for one or two, but for a couple as we go into Sunday, Monday, and then even into Tuesday. We're going to have to be dealing with excessive high tides. We're seeing a lot of rain around, a lot of moisture around. Generally, it's light precipitation that hasn't quite made it into the Hampton Roads region. There are some downpours in parts of northeast North Carolina and the Outer Banks. Those will continue for the next couple of hours. It's really not until later tonight that the most of us see some scattered showers move through the region, and really they'll be light in nature as those clouds are kind of thickening up out there as we speak. So we'll call them scattered showers tonight. Temps get down into the 50s. We're also going to notice the breeze out of the northeast pick up as well. And it just takes us into kind of a cloudier, gloomier Mother's Day. I wish we could spoil moms with some nice weather on Sunday. We'll have to spoil them in other ways. We do that 365 days of the year. Temps will remain in the 50s on Sunday with that breeze picking up out of the north and the east. So the rain showers fill in tonight, take us into primarily Sunday morning. Then we'll notice the winds pick up. They'll be gusting to 30 for pretty much all of us into Sunday. And then we get some wind gusts up to 40 miles an hour along the coastline. This is primarily going to be a coastal event as it is a coastal area of low pressure, but we are all surrounded by waters here around the tidewater, so we're going to have to deal with tidal flooding for several high tide cycles all the way through Monday and Tuesday. So really the next 6 high tide cycles will feature elevated water levels. So if your street, if your neighborhood typically floods in an excessive high tide event, expect that over the next couple of days. So just be prepared for water on the roadways for not just the next 24 hours, but maybe the next 36 to 48 hours. Wind gusts tomorrow, again, up near 30 miles an hour, more or higher gusts, we should say, out along the coastline, especially down along the Outer Banks, Virginia Beach and the Eastern Shore. High tide levels, we're looking at minor high tide stages on Sunday morning. That's when they really start to become elevated. And then Sunday evening's high tide, Monday morning's high tide, and then Monday evening's high tide. They'll be at that moderate flood stage, which causes issues for those low-lying areas, almost a given around these parts. So we will see that continue for the next 4 to 6 high tide cycles. And also something we're going to notice is that the water levels are going to be elevated so much so that the low tide cycles will also be elevated. So there's not going to be ebb and flows with the water levels, so to speak. When those waters come up and you see maybe a street or two flooded, there'll likely be standing water on it for a day or two before we get into the end of the week and this area low pressure kind of moves out and then the water slowly starts to recede. So just anticipate really some detours on some roads over the next couple of days, especially by Monday morning, Tuesday morning. The water that gets elevated by tomorrow evening into Monday morning may cause some issues on some of the roadways around town into the work week, Monday and Tuesday. Again, if your neighborhood or your street is prone to flooding and excessive high tide events, do expect that over the next couple of days as this area low pressure just hangs offshore. It's going to start to develop here in the next 12 to 18 hours. As we go into the work week, temperatures will start to climb. We'll see the area low pressure exit, water levels recede, and the breeze backs off by Wednesday and Thursday. Will become a bit warmer by the end of the week, but will also increase those rain chances. We're going to have much more on your forecast coming up later on Wavy News 10, Fox 43 at 10 o'clock, and then again over on Wavy News 10 on NBC at 11 o'clock. You've got all this information and much more over on wavy.com as well. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday evening, folks. Happy Mother's Day.